Dan Illman, Mike Beer, the first of 3 graded stakes races at Gulfstream Park on a fantastic Saturday card. Race number 9 at 1 mile and a 16th, the Grade 2 Davona Dale for 3-year-old fillies. Let's take a peek at this field of 8. Todd Pletcher has 2. He has the morning line favorite, Stop Charging Maria, and he also has the number 3, Only For You. Mike, undefeated from 3 lifetime starts. Only For You won the Grade 2 Forward Gal most recently at 3-10 when given an easy lead.
Yeah, we'll have to see if she can stretch out effectively. Obviously, she's made no mistakes so far, but I don't know how much I like this horse in this race, Dan. I mean, obviously she's the horse to beat in a lot of ways, but you know, I think you're right. That last race, they just sort of handed the lead to her. She didn't have to do any work at all on the front end, and she was just better than those horses. I got to believe it's going to be tougher for her today.
Yeah, I think it is certainly going to be tougher, although there's a good possibility she's going to be handed the lead one more time. For me, the question is whether she's going to get 1 mile and a 16th. I don't know how good she is, and I'm not sure I really love her at a short price. For me, the issue is, if not her, then who? Let's take a look at the formulator fact. The number 8, Stop Charging Maria, already a multiple graded stakes winner, making her 3-year-old debut for Todd, who does very well in graded stakes races. Horses coming off a layoff, off a last out win, 42%.
Yeah, I mean, we'll just see what happens with her. I get why she might be a short price in this race. And she comes off a win at 1 mile and an 1/8 in a graded stakes race last time, but you know, that demoiselle was hardly like a true test of her stamina. And I'll be honest with you, Dan, I'm not sure how far she really wants to go. The 9 furlong win is to her credit, but they just walked on the lead in there, and then it was just sort of this struggle through the stretch with a 3-horse photo. And to say I wasn't impressed with that race would be an understatement. She won the Tempted before that by the length of the stretch in one of the weakest graded stakes races you will ever see in New York. I don't know, Dan. I could never take a short price on her.
The number 6, Penwith, adds Lasix for the first time for trainer Kieran McLaughlin. That is a very powerful move generally for Kieran. Now, the term win ugly is used sometimes in horse racing, and Penwith won very ugly at 2-5 most recently, then a layoff, now Lasix. I think she has the natural talent to win. I just can't play her off that last race.
Yeah, I feel the same way about her, Dan. She comes out of the demoiselle that Stop Charging Maria was in as well, and she just walked on the lead in there, and she couldn't hold on at the end. I still feel like there's a chance that she could improve and run better in here. I would take her at 4-1 over either of the 2 Pletcher horses, but I'm with you. Her last race was pretty bad, and I don't really want to bet her in here.
The number 4, Aurelia's Bell, was no match for Only For You in the Grade 2 Forward Gal. She was a little bit green, did not switch leads in the stretch, but looking at her pedigree, I wonder if she might be the better horse at 1 mile and a 16th than Only For You. She might be the long shot play.
Yeah, I was sort of looking at her the same way. I feel like maybe distance does her some favors. We'll see what happens, though, because as you point out, she couldn't catch Only For You last time. She did not change leads, and she couldn't get her. But she hasn't changed leads in any of her 3 lifetime starts so far, so that could be a real problem for her. But maybe getting more distance underneath her will allow her to sort of get onto her proper lead late, and she can find an extra gear.
Let's take a look at our picks for the Grade 2 Davona Dale. Mike, you're going with the number 5, House Rules. I liked her maiden win, going a 1-turn mile most recently, and you got to root for the legendary Alan Jerkins.
Yeah, I like this horse a lot in this race, Dan. I'm really looking forward to this race on Saturday because I want to bet this horse in here. I can't see her being any better than 4th or 5th choice in this race. Obviously, just about everybody's more accomplished than she is in this race as she comes off a maiden win, but you know what? She ran really well 2 starts back behind a good horse, and Please Explain, and then last time she absolutely buried a field of maidens. The horse that was second to her was another short price Pletcher horse who came back and won her next race with an 85 buyer, improved her figure by about 16 points. I feel like this horse has upside. I was really impressed with her last race. I would never bet either of the 2 Pletchers at short prices in here, and I'm betting her.
She's going to be the 5th choice in this race, and she certainly can win. A very intriguing play. I don't like this race at all. I think Only For You is going to go to the front and get through this race. For me, it's more of a pick 4 race because it starts the 50-cent pick 4. I picked Only For You. I wouldn't bet her at 2-1. Mike's taking a chance with the number 5, House Rules, and stay tuned for our pick 4 video, which is coming up as well. If you're playing at home, playing the pick 4, playing this race on its own, try DRF Bets. You get DRF Plus membership and all the great articles from Gulfstream Park from our man on the scene, Mike Welsh, DRF PPs, free of course, and a $125 cash bonus. Enjoy the Grade 2 Davona Dale.